Candace Jai with Good My Soul. Today we're going to be talking about how to do a screen capture video on Mac. I have a Mac, that's why I'm doing this on Mac. I would assume that there are very similar programs that you can use on a PC as well. What I'm going to do is take you through the entire process of what I do, all three programs I use, and how I use them. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is open up QuickTime. That's the little icon there. I believe you have to use QuickTime 10 for this to work. Go to the File menu, click New Screen Recording, at which point it's going to pop up a little black box where you're going to need to adjust some settings. Once the black box has popped up, go ahead and choose that drop-down menu. I use a built-in microphone, high quality, and save my files to movies, but that's up to you. Also, be sure you adjust the volume within QuickTime down to nothing, otherwise you're going to get an echo. Then click on the red bullseye. Once you click on the red bullseye, it's going to pop up one more box asking if you're sure you want to start recording. Go ahead and click Start Recording at that point. After having done that, you're going to notice in the upper right hand corner of your laptop screen on your toolbar a little icon that says Stop Recording. Go ahead and record whatever you need to do, click Stop Recording, QuickTime will process it and then pop it up, say, with a movie. Save that and then you will import that into iMovie. Once you have used QuickTime to do your actual screen capture, what you'll want to do is come into iMovie. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to do an all-out tutorial for iMovie. It would just take too long, so I'm going to assume that you already know how to do all that. What I basically want to show you is that you can go in here, have the movie, edit it from your events, bring that up into projects, and then you can go in and put that together that way. So that's really the bulk of it. One thing I do want to show you in iMovie is that if you're up here and you're noticing that you're hearing a lot of humming from your computer or other background noises, you can go in here and just select up in your project, do a select all so that you're selecting all clips. Go over here, this is your inspector button, go to audio, and you can adjust via these two options right here that will help you reduce background noise. That's what this function is actually for, is background noise. Go ahead and click that and you can adjust this however much you need. One thing I would note on here, however, is that if you go too far this way, as you start blocking out background noise, it also starts limiting your voice a little bit. So you want to sort of hedge your bets on that and adjust it the best you can. This is absolutely not a perfect option, but it does help a little bit. The other option, which you can use either by itself or in conjunction with Enhance, is the equalizer. And you just go and check that box, and there are a variety of different presets you can use, or you can use custom. And using custom, you basically have to figure out each channel and figure out which channel the bulk of your background noise is on. Once you've made any adjustments you're going to make, click Done. Like I said, that's going to help a lot. If you find for whatever reason, though, that that's not working for you, you do have one other option. What you would do is, once you've got everything sorted, you really want to make sure, if you've had to cut anything out, that you've gotten everything sorted before you do this next step, because otherwise it's going to add a ton of extra work for you. So in your projects, again, select all, go to Share, Export using QuickTime. And it's going to take that just a moment. Once that pops up, you can tell it where you want it to save the file. As you can see, I've already got mine chosen to WAV. What you do is, in the export, if you don't have that chosen, just scroll through to Sound to WAV and say Save. And what we are going to do is now open that into a program called Audacity. It's a completely free download that you can get, and I'll put a link below the video. Go to File, Open, and you'll need to find your WAV. So we're just going to use this one. It pops up when you do, and the reason I do open instead of import is this. If you use open, it pops up this window saying, do you want to make a copy, read it from the original, which do you want to do? I highly recommend making a copy. That way, if you go in here, particularly if you don't know a lot about audio like myself, if you go in here and you really screw it up, you still have your original to go back to. So I would say leave it at make a copy, say okay. Once your audio has uploaded, you're going to be looking at the full wave for however long that soundtrack is. So what we're going to do is we are going to essentially remove that background noise. You want to find an area that is pure background noise where it's not your voice, so that it doesn't try to also remove your voice. So my recommendation is to go ahead and zoom in, and if you know a time mark where it's particularly bad, that's really helpful. So once you're here, go ahead and you can just hover with the little finger icon. I would do it just above the area so that you have time to start and grab that, because it goes really quick, and that will allow it to play. Grab this right here, say stop. It's really best to say stop once you've heard that audio. We're going to do that one more time. Now, I don't know that you guys can hear it, but right in here, there is a lot of computer noise, that hum. You go and select that area. Go to Effect, Noise Removal, Get Noise Profile. And what you're allowing it to do is you're telling it to use that little sample as a base for what to remove. Then you want to select all, which if you're on a Mac again, is Apple A. It's a quick shortcut. Go back to Effect, Noise Removal, and you're going to go down to this part. Now, I don't really mess with these very much because I don't know what they are. I'm in no way an audio expert. You can adjust the noise reduction. You can go all the way down to 0 and up to, I think it's 48, 47. I tend to have it between 24 and 32. We'll just try it at 29 right now. Go to Preview. And what that was doing, it's letting me preview the noise level. What you really want to do here is find the sweet spot where it eliminates that noise but does not eliminate anything else. So the lower you can keep that, the better. I'm going to go ahead and leave this at 29 for now just because we're just doing this to show you how to do that. And now it's going to go through and remove the noise from that selection that it copied from that selection and try to remove that, I guess those waves is the best way to explain that. You're going to want to go back in and listen to that area and see if it did what you wanted to.
See, you want to tweet when most of your
okay, it looks like it did. And I would recommend listening it through to make sure that you don't have an area in there that has made it sound strange. Using just this, you can go in and clean up quite a bit. You do want to make sure, again, that you sort of hedge your bets and it doesn't mess up your voice too much. So listen to that. If for whatever reason it applied too much or it didn't work, go to Edit and do Noise Removal, and then you would just repeat the same process until you got to that sweet spot. And you'll learn as you do this how to make it work better for you. Once you have gotten all of that done and you get it to a place that you like it, go to File, Export, and you're going to tell it to export to wherever on your computer that you want to put it. We could just say desktop, yes, okay, and click Save. The program you're going to need to open up is iTunes. You have to do this because you need to record it within the music to be able to select the audio to go over the other videos. So within iTunes, go to File, Add to Library. Then you are just going to find that file, click Open, and you will wait till it loads in here. Now what you will do is come back into iMovie, go to your music icon, and you are going to find that track. And it's, whatever you named it. Grab that and drag it over to here. Now what you're going to want to do is do a Select All, go back to your inspector over here, and remove your volume. So what you're essentially doing is removing the audio without having to actually extract the audio track. So we're just going to say done. Be sure that this is green right now because it's considered background music. You want to pull it over so that it lines up at the beginning of the clip. That way it takes over the audio and you don't have any weirdness. When you drag it over, you're going to notice that it's purple. Perfect. Now, if you play this, you should hear.
This is Candace Joe with Good in My Soul, and today we're going to be talking about how to automate your business with Hootsuite.
Okay, so as you can see, what you're now hearing is the cleaned up audio. Again, be sure that you've gone in here and turned the other track off so that that works properly. So using those 4 programs in a nutshell is how I do a screen capture and make my videos within iMovie, as well as how I clean up audio when it's necessary. If you can avoid having the background noise in the first place, absolutely do so because it saves you trouble and work. However, for the times that you can avoid it, a dog barking, computer noise, things like that, that's a good way to repair it and clean it up a bit. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.